Okay, so kindly share your screen and start.
Sure. Sure.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Shall I start, ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So thank you, everyone, and a very good afternoon to all of you. So today, myself, Dr. Motusi Singh, and my colleague, Dr. Nilanjana Dr. Roy, we are going to present our proposal, our proposed change project, which is the industry collaboration for student internship. We have done this project for the betterment of our college students and to bring one paradigm shift in our institute. Basically, this internship is going on in every colleges, but how our project is different. We actually engaged our students to be part of the different life projects which are going on in different industries as well as different academia. So the agenda or the work or the plan of our presentation is today. First, I will talk about our institute, the Institute of Engineering and Management, Kolkata. Then I will justify about our change project. What is the scope and objective of the project? Then again, some justification about why we have chosen this project for presentation in this leadership workshop. What are the different research data we had previously in our hand to work on this project, our project plan, then the journey started, how we have proceeded, few snaps we have taken of our journey. After that, we have seen what is the impact of the project, we analyzed that, and what are the findings of our project that we will discuss. During this journey, what are the challenges we have faced and how we have overcome these challenges? I will also discuss that. And finally, the thing which we have learned in this particular three divided workshops in this leadership skills, which leadership style we have adopted for doing this change management in our institute, we will discuss about that. Finally, I will summarize the thing. So first of all, I would like to introduce our institute, the Institute of Engineering and Management. This Institute of Engineering and Management is actually the part of the IEM group, and it is an acclaimed educational group amongst the industry-centered academic training organizations for today. IEM has set sublime standards in addressing the technical as well as the managerial resource shortage in the new era of dynamic globalization. The IEM group has risen to frame for its strong foundation in teaching and research and development in multifaceted areas. It aims to serve the future generation as well as the nation through its commitment towards the self-sufficiency and unmatchable excellence. Now, since its inception, the IEM group has surpassed innumerable benchmarks of achievements and accreditations. Today, IEM flaunts a colossal network of expansive operations led by an awe-inspiring student force who are the torchbearers of a better tomorrow. This IEM group has opened up the doors for young minds who dare to dream. It encourages the spirit of free inquiry and imagination. Now, IEM is established in Kolkata in the IT hub of the state of West Bengal since 1989 as the first self-financed engineering college of the state. And since then, IEM has been socially accredited as the best self-financed engineering institute of West Bengal and admits the best students from the top engineering merit lists of WBJE and JEE Mains. Now, right from its inception, the placement cells of both IEM and UEM group, actually it is the part of IEM and UEM group, we are having three actually sister concerns. The first one is IEM Kolkata, where we are working. Second one is the UEM Kolkata, which is one private university, self-financed university, and we are having another self-financed university, which is situated at Jaipur. And they are consistently providing at least 1 to 2 jobs on average for all its students. Now, basically, if I talk about IEM, it has been ranked A category by NAC, that is the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. It won the title of the Jewel of the East by the Telegraph magazine. IEM has ranked the 3rd best engineering college in West Bengal after IIT Kharagpur and NIT Durgapur by NIRF, that is the National Institutional Ranking Framework, Ministry of HRD, Government of India, and it is actually 79th all across India, where all IITs and NITs are participated. IEM has won the title of Picture Perfect by ABP Group. IEM has achieved the Best Institute of India in Star News Award. The educational group has one of the strongest placement cells in the country. Right from its inception, both IEM and UEM group have provided for 1 to 2 jobs on an average for all its students. Next is that here I am showing 2 visionary leaders of our institute. First one is Professor Dr. Satyajit Chakraborty, who is the founder, director, and currently president of IEM UEM Group. And the second one is Professor Dr. Satyajit Chakraborty, director of Institute of Engineering and Management. We are having our vision, mission, and values for this institute. The vision of the institute is to be a globally recognized educational institution known for the outcome-based education and application-oriented research. The mission is to assist the students to understand and enjoy seamless nature of knowledge and encourage them to apply the acquired knowledge to practical use so that they become worthy, socially responsible, good human beings sought after for their leadership qualities. To foster the creativity, innovation, and excellence through example-based teaching learning process imparted in the most simple and easily comprehensible way. And to continuously upgrade the knowledge base of our manpower, improve infrastructure and use of latest technology and pedagogical tools, and update the curriculum through periodic feedback from stakeholders to enable students to meet the professional requirements and their expectations. And finally, the values we are having is to graduate, postgraduate, and doctoral students who are known for their hard work, competence, disciplined life, socially responsible professional conduct, and intellectual and moral integrity. Now, what to say more? In the first workshop, all the master trainers and other participants, they came to our institute. They have seen what is the culture, what is the ambience of our institute. So that's all about our institute. Now, moving forward to the change project which we have adopted for this particular workshop is the industry collaboration for student internships. This internship is not only to work in the different industries, even we have engaged the students to work in different R&D projects which are going on in different universities like Jadavpur University, NIT Durgapur, etc. The aim of our change project is to give more opportunities to the students to work in the industry environment and to give them accustomed with the work environment and to get benefits out of it. The scope, if you think about the scope of our project, so the scope is to get the students placed in the industry in the future, with the objectives in our mind. Number one, to give more opportunities to the students to work in the industry environment. and to get them accustomed with the work environment and to get benefits out of it. So if we think this change project, we will have to some extent 8 benefits. The first one is to experience in inclusive and sustainable industrial development. Secondly, the multicultural environment they will be habituated with. Next is the practical experience they will get in the field of their own interest. The development of soft skill in our students by working in the industry and R&D culture. They will be exposed to the different work ethics. They will share their knowledge with their peers. They will be exposed to the work of a UN specialized, I mean, what I can say, in a particular specialized organization they will be familiar with, and they will decide whether to pursue their career or not. Next. Now, we have actually drawn this flow chart to make understand what is actually the scope and objective. Like if the university or the institute is doing the collaboration with the industry, we will actually get 4 benefits out of that. The model will say that we will get the innovation and R&D from both university, institute, and industry, so that we can transfer the technical knowledge. The technology transfer will happen. We may have the consultancies from the industries and different institutes, the educational institutes, and finally, the products which we are developing, we can commercialize if we can work with different industries. So this is the model which we have adopted for industry-institute collaboration. Now, what is internship or working in the life projects? The internships are educational and career development opportunities which are providing the practical experience in a field or in a particular discipline. These are structured, they are short term so that they can also attain to their normal academic hours, and they are actually supervised placements of 10 focused around particular tasks or projects with defined time scales. Now, an internship may be compensated or it may be non-compensated or sometimes may be paid also. The internship has to be meaningful and mutually beneficial to the intern as well as to the organization. It is important that the objectives and the activities of the internship program are clearly defined and understood by both the institute as well as by the students. So the objectives of the internship training are, the students will be exposed to the, actually this internship training will expose the technical students to the industrial environment, which cannot be simulated in the classroom, and hence creating the competent professionals for the industry. They will become work-ready product. This training will provide the possible opportunities to learn, understand, and sharpen the real-time technical and managerial skills which are required at the job. This training will give the exposure to the current technological developments relevant to the subject area of the training. This training experience, from this training, the experience gained from the, what I can say, the industrial internship in classroom will be used in classroom discussions later also. So the students who have not went for the internship to the different industries, they will also gain some insights what their peer friends are doing when they are going to the different industries. It will create the conditions conducive to quest for knowledge and its applicability on the job. Next, I would like to request my colleague, Professor Dr. Nilanjana Dr. to talk about the justification of our project.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, ma'am. Now, Motushi madam has already pointed out the objective and the scope of our change project. So in support with that, I would like to talk about the justification that why we have chosen this kind of change project in our institution. Now, this is the current scenario of the placement, as all of us must be knowing that placement record is a very good one. It is our strength of our organization. Still, after having a detailed discussion with the placement cell, we have got this scenario and we have taken a snapshot of the last 2 years only, 2020 and 2021, where we can see that many of the students, they have been recruited for the academic internship, while the number is a bit less for the industry internship. Now, there are some students who are ready to go for the academic internships, but we would like to create more opportunities for the students, those who really want to go and work in the industry environment. So after having a detailed discussion with them, we have decided to do something which can help these students to get acquainted with the industry environment, and they can also get, they can be industry ready, as well as they can get more opportunities for their job and placement as well. So keeping in this mind, we have thought of this project and we have taken this challenge to continue this as a change project in our institution. So in this slide, we can also see the benefits of doing internship in the industry. They will be market as per the market demand. They will make themselves ready. They can have enough number of funding from and support from the industry as well. And also they will be getting enough opportunity for getting their jobs in the industry if they can be associated with the industry. So to accomplish our goal, we have chalked out the project plan. So this is the overall plan of our whole project. Step by step, we have all the detailed description written over here. Now, to work with that, we have first, after discussion with Motoshi Madam, me and our HOD sir and all, we have decided to form a committee here. So the first meeting held on 5th of December, where we have discussed, we have placed this issue among all the colleagues of all the both the departments. Now, obviously we got some mixed kind of responses from the teachers. Some people were really enthusiastic and they were saying that yes, they also have some personal contact and they were very eager to help us with all this. But yes, we got some negative responses as well. But yes, we could definitely, we have overcome all these challenges and we could proceed further. Now, as an output of that meeting, we have decided to meet our training and placement officer for detailed discussion. So this is the result. We have already talked, we talked with the training and placement department to get the real scenario of our institution. And after that, we could take some decision how to work on and how to proceed with the works. Then we have sorted out some how to contact with the industry person and all. Then we thought about some personal contacts, some email IDs we had, and some personal phone calls. So these were the 3 pillars following which we could get at least some contacts with the industry. And then finally, we have shortlisted some of the industry as well as academia, where we can at least try to send our students for the live project internships. Now, yes, Madam will talk about the journey where we have started with. Madam.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So after watching all these things, now, I mean, after discussing all these things with our colleagues, we started our journey, and with the vision in our mind that it's not the destination, how many students we could provide the internship, or how many students we can send to the life projects. Rather, it is the journey we started. And the first one which I wanted to say is that one of the students we sent to the IEM labs. This is an ISO 27001:2013 company and ISO 9001:2015 certified company. And they are the proud member of EC Council, NASCOM, Data Security Council of India, Indian Chamber of Commerce, US Chamber of Commerce, Public Relations Society of India, so many other organizations they are having. And there we have sent few of our students to work on the different life projects which are going on there. Here I want to mention about this particular student, Mr. Ritik Lal, who worked there on different AR/VR AR/VR things. And from there, he worked in different cybersecurity projects which were going on using the different ethical hacking techniques. He developed the different products and the different knowledge he gained from there. And after all, after doing all these things, actually, he became a master in cybersecurity, and nowadays he's taking sessions on that. So once he became competent in doing different type of ethical hacking things, now he's taking the sessions. So he became very much competent in doing so. Next is, ma'am will say about the students who went to CDAC.
Yes. So this is the second opportunity we at least got for our students to work with. Though we have contacted with the director, and through our personal contacts, we got this opportunity. Now, this is a CDAC Kolkata chapter section. This is the picture of that one. Now they have their own selection method. So first of all, they asked us, they have given us a project proposal, and they have asked us to circulate this proposal among all the students. So we did that. We have circulated the proposal. Now, based on the proposal, they have selected a few students from there. They have selected, first of all, 7 students, shortlisted 7 students. And after that, they took a personal interview, one-to-one interaction with each and everyone. And then finally, they have selected 4 students out of it. Now, this is the picture of the letter where they have selected 7 students from our institution, from both the departments. And then this is the final letter. And these 4 are the students who are really working over there. They are working still now. And to talk about the team, those 4 students are here. They are working in the CDAC Kolkata section. Regularly, they have to visit the labs, and in a week, most probably 4 to 5 days, they have to go and work over there in the environment itself. And this is the students, they are working in the desk, and these are the different apparatus allowed. CDAC has allowed them to use all this. And this is a kind of a result they have got. I have just shown this picture to just as a proof to show that yes, they are working working on something and they're getting some result. So this is the final table that they have received as an experiment result from them. Now, madam will continue about the project impact.
Yes. So just we have shown 2 examples. A few students went to CDAC Kolkata. One of the students went to IEM Labs. Now he has been, he has been taken by IEM Labs. He's working there. Not only that, here we have shown 2 industry institute type of collaboration. Another thing we have done, some professors of different renowned institutes like Jadavpur University, NIT Durgapur, and IIT Kharagpur. The professors got different projects from DST and Government of India, and they engaged our students also. We approached via our personal contacts, and we could engage our students in working in those live projects also. Like in Jadavpur University, few students are working on semiconductor on chip. So they are having some inclination towards devices and electronic oriented things. So they started working there. Few students are also working in the different IoT based smart city development things with NIT Durgapur. In collaboration with NIT Durgapur, they are working. So whatever the case may be, we could engage a good number of students in different life projects. And when we are assessing our own project, so what is the impact and analysis and what we have found from this change project, we made one rubrics for doing so. So this is the rubrics for our assessment, where we have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 parameters. And these parameters are evaluated on the basis of 4 points on the scale of 1 to 4. So the first parameter is the body language and confidence of the student. So previously we have seen that some students were there who are very much shaky and they are shy. They needed the public speaking in the class. They never opened up in the class. But when they started working in different organizations in the life projects, they attended many workshops, and they did the role playing, and they got the soft skill workshops, and finally they have upgraded themselves. They started taking sessions and organizing seminars, and finally if we look at the final gradation, we will see that students became well groomed and acquired the confidence in presenting themselves. And the communication, the next parameter is that, and the students were assessed based on 4 points, and these 4 points were previously students need the training in effective communication, Then the students need a variety of experiences to master in this skill. After that, the upgraded students have the effective communication and they have come to the top of the list. This effective communication has come to the top of their list, checklist. And finally, good communication has become the golden star in their resume. The technical knowledge, when they started working in industry, previously they were having the lack of technical knowledge, basically in few core subjects, which is very, very necessary if we want to place them in good industries. So they attended the different workshops and training in competitive coding. The competitive coding training they started. They did very good projects and they published paper also while they were working in different R&D projects. And finally, they became technically sound in the current industry trends and some of them started writing the papers, they started applying for patents. If you think about the networking, so previously they were very shy and introvert. Naturally, they were just the students who came directly from the school. After that, they started participating in industry workshops and different technical conferences. They became very good, they got very good liaison with their peers, alumni members, and the outside world. And finally, when the networking raised a lot, few of them are holding key positions in different sectors. Their critical thinking and problem solving ability also increased. So previously, they don't have any motivation or patience, which was needed. Then they started independent study. Like if any problem arises, how to deal with that problem, they started doing so. Working on complex problems and dealing, the restraining forces started in themselves. And finally, we saw that this critical thinking and problem solving capability came in them, and that helped in controlling the situations that may get out of their hand. The teamwork, they learned about that. Previously, they were introvert and shy. Slowly, they made small groups for accomplishing a particular task. The students understood the importance of unity. Finally, they worked together, helped in producing more. Professionalism also increased in themselves. The students become industry ready nowadays. Like previously, the personality development was less. So we started the PI practice, and the students previously actually they are having the childish attitude and distractive in nature. Finally, if we talk about the work ethics, so for the students, we saw that the counseling sessions were required for them. So students started to learn professionalism and etiquettes when they started working in different industries. The amalgamation of many professional qualities came in them, and actually they started setting a benchmark for the forthcoming students. And finally, if we talk about the leadership quality, it also came in them. So previously they were mainly the followers. Whatever we taught in the class, they just learned that, they just heard that. They started talking, they started taking the different responsibilities. When they went to the different projects and industry, different responsibilities came on them, and they started taking that. They became work ready and they became confident also. And finally, they became quick in thinking to take the right decisions at right point. This was the rubrics, and by looking at the rubrics, finally we can say that the confidence level in students were increased a lot. They acquired good communication and technical skill. The better performance in placement drive was there compared to the previous years. Actually, the paradigm shift was there in the institute. What are the good practices in our institute was there? We could bring a paradigm shift in that. And when the students did the R&D type of projects and internship in different industries, they worked in different life projects, they actually set an example for their junior batches, because the placement was become very, very easy for them. So when we started this change project management, we need to manage it so that the change should be, we should have one chance to get the change in our institute. So we first met with our director, we met with our training and placement officer, we met with our senior faculty members to convince them and have their personal contacts so that we can send the students to different professors, to different industries. We formed a team, and after all, regular team meetings were there, so that we can keep track of the progress, how we are proceeding. Definitely, we got different challenges, like enthusiasm was previously there, but few of them also criticized us. But at last, we could build a team so that we can proceed in our way. And these professors were our team members. They worked day and night to make the change in our project, in our institute. All the second year and third year students of both CSC and IT participated. Most of the students expressed their gratitude and appreciated this sort of change project. So actually, we can say that together, everyone, we achieved more. So we actually worked as a team. So how we have overcome the different challenges. So the regular verbal and non-verbal communication was there with all the team members as well as with all other members working in different industry and institute. We were also listening others' views, what they are saying, how we can enhance our project. Negotiation was also there, and we had to make decisions. Collaboration and working with others was there, and we had a lot of patience to work on this project. So some of the senior members were definitely reluctant while we wanted to bring this sort of change in our institute. So many stakeholders were not actually ready to accept this sort of project, as our college is having a very good placement scenario. So they said that why these sort of things were needed. So some students were initially not interested in the life projects due to fear that they need to go to the industry. They had to work with the different industry personnel. So previously they were not ready. But when they started working with them, they enjoyed the thing a lot. So finally, to do this change management project, what leadership style we have adopted? Mainly two types of leadership approaches we adopted. The first one is the democratic one, what do you think? What the others are thinking? We had to take their decision, their thinking also, and pace setting. Like we tried to make an example so that others can also follow. The students who did well in the life projects, they got the knowledge from there, they became industry ready, and their fellow students, their fellow friends, they also started stepping on their way. So these were the two leadership styles we have adopted. And finally, we have come to our project presentation. Still the work is going on. It is a never-ending project. So always we had to have the liaison with other industry and other academic institutes so that we can engage most of our students in different life projects. Thank you.
That was a wonderful presentation, Dr. Motushi and Dr. Nilanjana. It is a very good project. But one thing I was wondering, can you go to the slide where you are showing the impact before you did this project and after you did this project? What is the overall improvement in the placement, if you can say, the placement or any other like it can be startup, it can be higher education. So you must have acquired some data regarding that, because you have been doing this for the past 3 months. So can you show some result?
Actually, ma'am, the projects are still going on. We have shown you that previously most of the students were going for the placement, and the placement scenario was well for our institute from the very beginning. Most of the students are getting 1 to 2 job offers. But the thing is that they are taken as the novice students. So whatever we taught in our college, we worked a lot, we had a hard work, and we could produce a very good quality products. And obviously the students who are entering in our college, they secured a very good rank in joint entrance examinations. So placement was not at all an issue here. But the thing is that we want to give an industry flavor to our students how the actual things are going on. So, so naturally, when the students understood that what is actual working environment, how they have to deal the things on runtime basis. On runtime basis, when the new things are coming, any new demand is coming, how to cope up with that, how they can do the time management, and what is the current industry trend. What not only they are studying the core subjects, rather they are studying the current languages, the platforms which are going on in industry. They can update their resume. So it is a start type of resume. This has become, and obviously the placements will be starting in few days or few months, and we will see the impact of that later on. Obviously the students quality which we are getting nowadays in third year or fourth year, they are better rather than previous years.
One thing I can tell you, this is just a suggestion, you can take both of you. Like, since this is an ongoing project and you have given a very good initiative, now you will not get this reflection in your placement within the 3 months, but you can keep a database. You can make a report, like after they get the placement, when they are engaged in the industry, you can have a talk with the employer. You can have a talk with the employer so that you can get the feedback of the students, how they are performing in the industry. So I think that will enhance your project impact and for the future students as well. So this was my suggestion.
Definitely.
Definitely do that. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other question, Sandhya, Manisha, Prerna?
No, this is a good initiative again, Matushi madam and Nilanjana ma'am. I think what Ma ma'am said, I don't have anything to add to that. It's a good one.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Manisha, you have anything to say? Prerna, are you there, Prerna? Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Then we can move to the next presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
Who will be the next one? Dr. Shuman Bhattacharya, improving research outcomes of the undergraduate students. Are you ready, Dr. Shuman Bhattacharya?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready with my presentation.
Okay.
So, shall I start?
Yeah, you can start.
Yes, everybody, can you see my screen?
Yeah, it is visible.
There is some problem in the camera, so that is why picture probably will be distorted. So, are you able to see the picture properly? My picture?
Yeah, the
Okay.
screen is visible.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everybody, and good afternoon, respected master trainers and all the participants. So, today I am going to present the change project, which I have taken as a part of the UKIERI workshop. So the project is basically improving research outcome of the undergraduate students of our department in the college. So that is
your voice is not very clear, Shuman. Your voice is not very clear.
Yes.
Maybe you can keep your mouthpiece closer to your mouth.
Okay, fine. So, is it audible now, ma'am?
Yeah, it's audible.
Okay. So the change project which I have actually taken, it is basically improving research outcome of the undergraduate students of our my department, that is Department of Information Technology in Dr. B.C. Engineering College, Durgapur. So before moving on to the details of the project, I want to give you a brief introduction of our institute. So that is basically the Dr. B.C. Engineering College. So
you can make it full screen.
So Dr. B.C. Engineering College was established in the year 2000. So it is around 22 years old engineering college, and it offers 8 BTech degree in 8 engineering disciplines And apart from that, it offers MTech degree in four disciplines actually. Is electronics and communication engineering, electrical engineering, computer science and engineering, and mechanical engineering. And apart from that, the institute has been affiliated with B+ grade of NAC in the year 2021. So apart from that, the intake of the department, that is Department of Information Technology, Department of Mechanical, and Department of Civil Engineering is 60, and in the rest of the department it is 120. So apart from that, this is some of the important parameters of the institute. So that is why in this institute we can see that the faculty retention is very good. So total year of experience in the same institute of the faculty members with more than 10 years and above and more than 5 years and above is very high, around 38% or 33%. So faculty retention is also very good. And apart from that, we have got around 60 full-time PhD teachers in various departments. So this is in brief about the institute. Now let's move on to the change project. So the change project is basically improving research outcome of the undergraduate student. The primary aim of the project is to increase the research outcome of the undergraduate students and the joint publication of faculty members and students. Okay? And apart from that, it will also help us to improve the interdisciplinary research and nurture the startup potential among the students. So these are basically the aims. So in order to fulfill the aim, what has been done? So generally, all of us are aware that in the Macau, that is Maulana Abul Kalam Azad University of Technology, the projects is allocated to the final year students only. That means as per the curriculum, project is allocated in the final year, that is in the 7th sem and 8th sem. Now the problem is that the main problem with the 7th semester and 8th semester students are that they are very much.
Are you moving your slides? It's not changing,
Yes,
and I think.
Yeah. I have a right now.
Not,
I'm in the 5th slide.
No, it's not visible. Only your first slide is seen.
Okay.
Moreover, you can put it in slideshow mode.
Yeah, I have put it in slideshow mode itself.
You do one thing, Shimon. You can share the screen and share the entire screen,
okay.
not a single.
Okay, fine, ma'am. Okay, now is it visible?
Still, it's not on slideshow.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's correct. It's fine.
Madam, I'm just checking one. I'm changing one slide. So please tell me whether it is visible or not. Is it?
Yeah. Now it's fine.
So the main objective of this project is to enhance the research outcome from the undergraduate students. That is in terms of paper publication, in terms of patents and all. And apart from that, we are also considering the startup ideas. So what is the main problem of allocating project in the final year is that so final year students are busy with their placement and preparation of any competitive examinations like GATE and CAT. So the main thing is that they used to take advantage of the situation and they generally try to neglect the final year project, which is very much important in their career. So that is why the research outcome of the department as well as of the institute is getting degraded day by day. So in this particular change project, what I have proposed is to implement implement the final year project at the 3rd year itself, that is from the 5th semester. So in that way, the students will get 1 year additional time to work on the project, and they will also be motivated towards taking the research ideas. That means research-based project. Okay. So apart from that, it will increase the research outcome of the department, so which we are actually hoping, and increase the possibility of joint publication with the faculty members of the department. So these are the main objectives of this change. Now let's move on to the next slide. So the final year project has got immense importance in the career of engineering undergraduate students. So as per university mandate, the project is intended in the for the final year student. Now final year student used to neglect the project, citing the excuse of placement. So that is the main problem. And students are unwilling to take the risk of exploring new technologies due to the fear of failure or lower grade in the examination. So these are the main challenging areas. And that is why the research outcome or startup ideas are getting hampered. So in order to mitigate this problem, what actually we are doing, just a minute. So it has been observed that in majority of the engineering institutes in India, students do not take final year projects seriously after getting placement. And second is that students are also not mature enough to understand the importance of the final year project in their career. And it is also evident that bright students of the institute often take lackadaisical attitude towards project completion after being placed. So that is why the projects are actually remain as a namesake, final year project, because the teachers cannot take strict decision or strict action against the final year students, considering the implication on their careers and job prospects. So these are the main problems. That is why the quality of the projects has been degraded. Now, analysis. So what we have analyzed from our department's past 3 years data, so it has been evident that around 85% of the project ideas suffer from lack of uniqueness. So somehow they are copied from internet and all. And around 50% of the project work is available in the internet. So that means coding and as well as the full solution of the project is available in the internet. Plagiarism of ideas or codes are found in 35% cases. And around 95% of projects do not end up with research paper or startup. So that is the scenario. What we have actually found out by analyzing the project data from past 3 years of our department. And only 15% projects explore new technologies beyond the curriculum. So that is the thing. Now, ideally, the BTech project, the main aim of the undergraduate BTech project is that they will explore new technologies and they will try to come up with a solution or a feasible solution. So that is why the overall process, that means teaching learning process, has been hampered. Now, this is basically the change project action plan, which I have submitted. So you can see that this action plan consists of around 3 slides. So first, what we have done done up departmental committee through departmental academic council meeting. After that, we have accumulating the interest from the faculty members, that means the research area and the interest area from the faculty members. And then the third step is the notification to the students. So students has been notified that the project's final year project will start from the 3rd year itself. And then the project group formation and project identification has been done by the student. So, and that has been communicated to the project committee. And then the project committee actually asked for the project proposal from the student. And after getting the project proposal, a faculty advisor has been allocated to them. In the next part, the departmental academic council meeting, the project committee has actually decided the project evaluation scheme. So how the evaluation will be done for the project. And after that, there are weekly project monitoring, mid-semester evaluation, end-semester evaluation, and all. So these are the things which we have done up to the end-semester evaluation part. Now, there are some more things which I have actually proposed in the change project action plan, that is potential project group identification. That means we will also plan to identify which project group has the potential of publication and entrepreneurship and all. And depending on that, if any financial support is required to them, that financial support will be provided to the institute, to those projects. So these are the things in the project plan actually. So we have actually, you can see that the dates has also been provided. So we have actually started on working on that from 3rd of November last year. And we have done the mid-semester evaluation part till date, that is 15/3/2022. So after that, now this is basically the how the things are done. That means what is the way how we are moving. So the project proposal was submitted to principal. That means the project change project proposal which I have prepared that has been submitted to the principal and departmental faculty members in departmental academic council meeting. And the areas of interest from the faculty members were accumulated. The students were informed and group formation was initiated. And accumulation of project proposal from the student as per their interest has been done. After that, the faculty members or faculty advisors are allocated to the student. And then the project evaluation scheme were finalized in the draft meeting. That means how we will evaluate the project. And at last, the project evaluation was initiated by the faculty advisor and faculty planner. So these are the steps which I have taken till date. Now, this is basically a sample accumulation form. That means the journey forward. That means we have accumulated the synopsis from the students of third year. So you can see that this form actually has got different parameters. And one important thing which I want to show you, that is basically the last page. So here we have asked the student to identify the type of the project on where they are trying to work. So there are basically three things. First one is startup oriented. Second one is research paper oriented. And third one is research-based startup oriented. So apart from that, any type of project, we are not allowing them to undergo. So that thing we have actually decided in the departmental academic council meeting, and we have decided that if anybody means try to submit web development and all, which does not comes under these three categories of the project, so they will be given the lowest grade. So however good the project is, we will not give them a proper grade. They will be provided with the lowest grade, and that has been communicated to the students also. So in that way, we are actually trying to motivate the students to take up new ideas and new challenges. So after that, this is basically a sample sheet, a response sheet from the student, and after the allocation of faculty members and all. So you can see that from the title of the project and the type of the project. So majority of the projects are basically research based, either research based, startup oriented, or research paper oriented. So these things are there. So web based projects are very less or very few or not at all. Is there. Now I am regarding the evaluation scheme. So how we will evaluate the student project. So for that we have used the AICTE exam reform policy, the project evaluation as per the AICTE exam reform policy, and we have developed the rubrics from that AICTE exam reform policy itself. So you can see that there are several categories which has been actually considered in the rubrics. So first one is basically the purpose of the project. So whether the purpose of the project has been clearly mentioned or not. So that has been actually, that thing has been evaluated by a faculty panel. Apart from that, the research outcome, whether the project has got, means project is intended towards any research outcome or not, then choices, then alternative design and all. So these things are there for design project. And apart from that, rubrics for review, that means we have also told you that there are basically 4 evaluations. One is mid-semester evaluation, one is end semester evaluation in every semester. So for that, we have used these rubrics. So these rubrics has been provided, and how we will mark them, how we will give them grade. So very poor will get 20%, poor will get 40%, and average will get up to 60%, good will get up to 80%, and very good will get up to 100%. So in that way, we generally mark depending on these parameters. So this is basically rubrics for review 2, that is basically NSEM. So this has been done, and apart from that, it is next year first sem, mid-sem. So in this way, we will evaluate the project. And apart from that, this is basically the rubrics for communication. That means written and oral presentation, which student will be provided or submitting to the project, that is project report and the project PowerPoint presentation and all. So in that way, we will planning to evaluate that. And after that, this is basically the outcome which we have received till date. So till actually 15th of March. So project proposals submitted in academic year 2021 by 7th semester student, and project proposals submitted in academic year 21-22 by 5th semester student. So you can see that 7th semester student has submitted around 53% of proposal which they are planning to develop web application. Okay, and startup ideas is only 13%, research paper oriented is 22%, and research based startup oriented is only 12%. Whereas in case of 5th semester, we can see that there is almost means actually the research paper-oriented project has actually increased in double. You can see that from 22%, it has increased up to 46%. Okay, and web application-based project that has been decreased from 53% to 13%. That is less than 1/3. So this is basically the main thing which we have analyzed, and this is still going on. The work is still going on. That means at the end, we will be able to understand whether means how many of this research project will end up with the research paper. So this is basically a continuous or ongoing process. And this is the basically the outcome which till date we have analyzed. Now, communication of the project. So I have already discussed that. That is the project proposal was discussed with the principal and departmental faculty members. The students were notified about the commencement of the final year project from 5th semester, and rules and regulations regarding project group formation and project topic choice and all. And project evaluation scheme were finalized in the DAS meeting. So these are the things which we have already done. And there are several challenges which we have faced. There are basically 3 types of challenges. First one is from student end, second one is faculty end, and third one is from management end. So student end is the thing is that lack of awareness about the importance of publication. So what I have seen, or my departmental faculty member has seen, that majority of the students do not understand the importance of publication at the undergraduate level. They even do not know that what a paper in their CV can add to their career. So that is the first thing. Second thing is that reluctant to use unknown technologies. So there is a feel-good factor kind of thing which I have actually found. So if you ask them to try a new technologies at the 7th semester, so they are mostly reluctant. So they tell us that why you should have to use it and all. And the third one is that unwilling to devote extra effort towards learning new things, because whenever you are actually trying to do a research project, so majority of the things will be beyond the curriculum. So what we have to do, we have to learn from ourselves. So there is a unwillingness from the student end also in this end, and they are uncomfortable to work under deadline. That is the most important thing. So in the student life, we all know that we generally tend to skip the deadlines and all. So that is why whenever they are actually working on a research project which is actually publication oriented, so in that case, they are uncomfortable to work under deadline. If you ask them to submit a particular report or project report in a particular day, and they tend to fail in that. So this is the one important problem. And lack of knowledge about project management and delegation of work. That is the most important thing, because intentionally we have reduced the size of the project group to 2. That means each project group has got only 2 members. Now, what I have seen that initially there is a clash between that group, each and every group, and we are getting frequent complaint that this person is not doing that and those. So that is basically the lack of knowledge about the project management and delegation of work. They cannot distribute the work among themselves and all. So these are the challenges which I have faced from the student end, and the challenges from faculty end is common, as we are all aware, that lack of motivation towards research. The first one is that. Second one, reluctant to devote extra effort towards student project. So that is another challenge. And next one is unwilling to explore cutting-edge research. And fourth one is unwilling to perform interdisciplinary research. So these 4 are basically the challenges which I have faced from the faculty end. And from management end, the main problem was the scarcity of adequate funds for conducting research, because if the research project were provided to the student, in some cases there might be a requirement for a seed money of around 20,000 or 30,000 from the management end. So sanctioning those money has been a tough task for a self-financed educational institute. So anyways, we have overcome those challenges, and the process has already been started. So let's see what will be the outcome of that particular project. So how we have overcome the challenges? So challenges are actually overcome student and faculty, and challenges are overcome through multiple discussion. The management of the college were convinced to provide seed money for student research, and joint faculty communication with undergraduate student will also be rewarded. So in that way, normally faculty members are rewarded or faculty members are motivated. So these 3 things has been done in that change project. And this is basically the summary of the change project. This is the outcome. So outcome is basically the research-oriented project proposal has been increased substantially, which we have already seen in the pie chart. Overall project proposal qualities has been improved, and majority of the faculty members demonstrate motivation towards research. So these three things are actually the main outcome till date. And regarding publication, it has not been done till date because it is only around 6 months. The project is around 5-6 months old. So up to 1 year, after 1 year, we can expect some amount of publication from the change project. And here we have actually used mostly two styles. One is space setting and second one is democratic. And only 2 cases I have used coaching and authoritative style regarding fund allocation and all. So in these 2 cases only I have to take these 2 leadership qualities. So apart from that, majority has been case setting and democratic. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you everybody for your time. So if you have any question, you can ask.
Dr. Suman, the project is good, but I was having a doubt, like when you were analyzing the outcomes, you were showing that the 7th SEM project, the students were, can you just show that slide? Yeah. That was web application, and the 5th semester was more of research paper oriented. So how did you get that? Isn't that a little unexpected sort of?
No, it is not unexpected, madam. Actually, this is project proposal submitted. Okay, so research paper oriented project proposal and web application development.
Yeah, I understood that, but so why do you think that is?
That has been why
change has happened in the case of 5th semester.
That is basically the thing that I have already mentioned. If you can see the project proposal form, in this particular case, we have not given the idea for submitting the web-based development, web development. Okay, so we have not actually given this option at all. So
in for the 5th semester.
For the 5th semester, but for the 7th semester, those option was there because this is the existing process. So how they are actually conducting the.
So they did it based on the existing process, and the 5th semester did it separately. So there you cannot compare both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine.
So
I have one question to Dr. Suman.
Yeah.
Like you said that the teachers and the students get rewarded. Yes. What sort of reward have you?
It is actually monetary reward. It is actually a monetary reward of around 3,000 rupees for publication in journals, SCI index journals for both teacher and students.
For suppose a publication consists of 2 or 3 authors, so all of them will get.
Yeah, all of them. If all of them are from the affiliating institute, that is basically Dr. BC Engineering College. So all of the authors will get that much.
All of them will get each 2,000.
Yes, each.
That's wonderful because this is not done anywhere.
Yeah, actually, that is the thing that management has sanctioned actually.
That has been approved by the management.
Yes, that has been approved by the management, and they have also released an office order, and that is not for only our department. That is for all departments. So they are actually trying to improve the research outcomes of the institute. So
that's very motivating.
One more thing I want to ask you, like suppose there are various research papers which are done jointly with other organizations.
Yes. So in that case,
no, let me tell you, like for other institutes, I find that if the name of the first author is not from the parent organization, like in your case, it is BC Roy Engineering College. So the paper is not granted the award. So is that the same in your case?
No, it is not that, ma'am. If there is a 5-author paper and at least one of the author has got this affiliation, then the author will be rewarded.
Okay, immaterial whether it is the first author or the second author.
It is immaterial.
Very good. This is a very motivating factor because we know that many young teachers are working in collaboration with other senior teachers of other organizations, and if their affiliation is not with that, the first author is not there in the paper, then the other authors do not get. So this is a wonderful project, actually a plan from your management side, that I can say. And one more thing I want to ask you, you said that in one of the slides, you said that it has been demonstrated that teachers are strictly motivated. So can you show how what is the what is the qualitative factor that you have considered while calculating this motivation?
Actually, ma'am, teachers are motivated means majority of the teachers nowadays are aware that as per the new education policy, national education policy, so in order to sustain in the teaching job or in order to sustain the teaching fraternity, research is very much important. Academic research is very much important. Either you have to perform research or you have to apply for the patent and all. So that is for the long-term sustenance in the teaching community. So that things has been discussed in the departmental academic council meetings times and again. And apart from that, the management has approved the monetary benefit which has been provided. And there is another thing there is an institutional research policy that has been formed also. So in that, actually, teachers will be rewarded in terms of promotion also. In their appraisal also, they will carry some marks. That means
Yes, I was about to ask you about this.
Yes. So that is why actually they are now motivated.
What sort of appraisal are you carrying on in your organization? Is it 360-degree appraisal or the normal API?
It is actually one of normal HPI 180 degree.
So you have not yet used the NEP. Under NEP, we have
no. Under NEP, not yet. We have actually implemented, but the talks are actually going on. The ideas are actually going on to implement that.
Very good. Your presentation is very good. Wonderful. I liked it very much. Any other comment?
One more question I had. Can you go back to your slide where there is a review you've shown? You were showing some project reviews. Yeah.
Understood. These are the rubrics, right?
Yeah, for the assessment. Right. The rubrics for the assessment. Just go back to that. Yeah, not this. Some parameters you had mentioned. What was that? It was not clear. Your slide wasn't that visible. Some parameters on the basis of which.
AICTE, okay. AICTE exam reform policy. That is what.
Okay, AICTE exam reform policy.
Yes. So we have actually developed this rubrics. It is not developed actually. It is there.
Okay, you have just set the rubrics on this basis.
On this basis.
And you have done the evaluation. That evaluation is done for all the projects, or is it in the process?
Yes, it is in the process, but we have done the evaluation till the mid-sem evaluation. On the 15th March, we have done mid-sem evaluation. And end-sem evaluation could not be done because it will be due in June 2022.
Okay, it's a good job, good task you've taken. Good one.
Thank you.
Any other comment from any other participant or master trainer? Are you there, Manisha? Manisha, can you ask? Okay, then thank you very much, Dr. Suman. So can we have presentation of yesterday's leftover? Like Swamiji and Rudra Prasad. Are you ready?
Are they there?
Rudra Prasad is here, I can see. But are you physically there? I can't understand. Maybe, I don't know. Swamiji, are you here?
Can you see Rudra Prasad? Yeah, Rudra Prasad Roy Chaudhary is there.
Anybody can give Rudra Prasad a call because anybody can give Rudra Prasad a call. Shumanto, are you there? Or Arpan, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm calling.
Can you call Rudra Prasad or Swamiji to present their yesterday's leftover presentation? In the meanwhile, Sandhya, if you recall, Dr. Manik Chandra and Dr. Sujay Mistry was about to show us the demonstration or anything or something else.
Yeah. They said they'll be doing.
They'll be doing. So in the meanwhile, so Sujay Mistry and Manik Chandra, are you there? I think all are hooked up, but nobody is there. Maybe we're speaking to ghosts.
Manik Chandra Das, Dr. Manik Chandra Das and Sujay, I think they were going to show us their classroom.
Maybe Sandhya, you're talking to ghosts. Unless you see the face, that's why I was telling that people should actually.
How many are actually there? Let's,
Madam, I am there. I am
yeah,
there.
let's see.
What is that? I can't see anybody.
We are all present,
Only
madam.
me and
Madam, we are all
Sandhya.
present. I am there.
The entire 2-day session, I could see only Sandhya and me.
No, we are
Wow,
present.
we have this video on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see the
lunch also
others.
for you.
Okay. It's
Madam,
nice to
can you
see
see
you
me?
all. Really happy to
Yes,
see you
yes.
all.
Madam, I am also present here.
Yeah, are you
Yes,
present?
Prasad,
Are you
you are here.
presenting?
Please present your leftovers. Whatever you got stuck in some of the things. So we told you yesterday that you have to present it today.
Yes.
So are you ready?
Yes.
With some of the
Swamiji,
outcomes
I think
you are missing.
Yes. Okay. Let me talk to Swamiji once. I will get back to you, definitely.
Okay. But today itself you have to do, because tomorrow we can't give you time.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Otherwise we
Actually, I
can't
talked
mark
to-
you. We will be not able to mark you properly.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you please get back to us within 5 minutes.
Okay. Let me see, ma'am. Let me talk to one Swamiji. Okay.
And Manik Chandra, are you there? Because I can see you are here, but you are not talking. And who else was?
So we have now 2 presentations left, Moya.
Yes, 2 presentations left.
Dr. Pallav Roy and Dr. Sandeep Ghosh, right? Just
If
2.
they are prepared,
For tomorrow.
we can take their presentations as well, if they are prepared. Sandeep, are you prepared? Dr. Sandeep? He is also not there.
Ghost.
And Dr. Pallav, are you there?
Ghost.
Oh, this is quite.
This is lovely experience talking to air.
Ultimately, it is the person who's presenting and we,
Yeah.
master trainers. That's all, is it? And a few of you, not to forget the others who are there.
Yeah.
Dr. Diganta,
Yeah,
Dr.
Dr. Diganta.
Suchismita, Dr. Abro,
Arijit Saha is also
Dr.
there.
Arijit Saha, Dr. Swarup Mitra,
Very good, because
Matushi madam is also there.
participants are required. You know, when somebody is presenting, if
I think Dr. Sujoy is also there.
huh?
Dr. Sujoy is also present. We can see.
He is
Dr.
present, I can see him, but I hardly understand whether he's there or not. Maybe just he joined and he left.
Yes, we are hearing, madam.
Hmm? Yes?
We are following the session, ma'am.
Dr. Sunipa.
I
Madam,
can
we are
see you.
following.
I can see you. Can you just switch
Madam,
on the camera, please, once?
Madam, we are following all the sessions properly. All the
That's
lectures.
wonderful. That's wonderful.
Good.
Okay, you can ask us some questions on the lectures. We can.
But why don't you ask questions? You can ask questions.
Why don't you ask questions to the
Yes.
people who are presenting?
Okay,
Dr.
madam.
Sandeep, are you ready with your presentation?
Maybe he's not there.
He's there. I could see him for a moment.
Hello?
Dr.
Dr.
Sandeep, are you there?
Yes, I'm very much there from the
I
beginning.
can't see you. Please switch on your camera.
Oh, actually, I'm coming from both the mobile as well as yeah.
But I can't see you.
Are you ready to present today or tomorrow itself?
Because we have time, so we can let you in for your presentation. If you're okay with it, we can. Because tomorrow, you know, I want to tell all of you, because tomorrow's session that will be conducted by me and Manisha, it will not be a 1 hour session. It will be more than that. Maybe 1.5 hours, because it will be true. It will be technically your session. You have to do it. You have to do everything. It will be a technical game, actually. So I wanted to tell all of you that I have already divided you, 16 of you, into 4 groups. And in the classroom, I have scheduled your assignment over there. So it will be automatically sent to you at the proper time. So you have to, all of you must join the session exactly at 10, because
Madam,
otherwise everything will be hampered.
Madam, tomorrow actually at around 10:30, I have a lecture with Indo-French OB. So after giving that lecture, there's a conference I will immediately join.
then you will be missing on that particular activity.
Yeah, because they have put me as a speaker, so I have to
Yeah,
go.
that's okay, but you'll be missing that particular session. It is a lovely session,
Yeah, I
and
can
I
understand.
have actually made 4 groups. Randomly, I've selected you, and I've made 4 groups, and I have given you assignment in the classroom, in the Google Classroom. It will be automatic. It is scheduled for tomorrow morning.
It's going to be a very interesting and different
I
kind
request
of session.
Sandhya to be also present in the, because initially I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
you please be present because it
Yeah,
is a
I'll
game.
join.
So you
I'll join. I'll join.
Yeah,
I'll join.
there are only 2 slides that I'll present to you, and rest all of you have to do the activities. So
It's going to be a fun,
fun
plus
and very good
technical,
activity.
very good activity.
Very good. So I request Sandhya to be present there also.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Please be there.
It's a
So,
brainstorming one.
Brainstorming, mainly the hardest part of all the sessions that you have gone through for till date, including all the 3 workshops. So I request all of you to be present and exactly at the proper time. Otherwise, you will be missing on something, and it will spill over. Not only it will be from 10 to maybe 11:30, I think, because we will be giving you some time to prepare yourself also. So,
I think there is a message from that Swamiji is not available at the moment. So
I don't know. I don't think we'll be able to give you time, because based on that you'll be marked. And
so I think they may have to skip that.
yes, actually we did not get any outcome from their presentation. So maybe.
I don't think they'll be presenting. So tomorrow we'll have time only for 2.
Only we will have time for 2, like Sandeep and Pallab. So,
Yeah.
So the 2 delegates will be presenting, and before that,
because we'll have to wind up by 1:30 anyhow.
Yes, yes. By so maybe from 10 to 10:30, I'll keep that time during which you will be having the win-win that session. After that, we will have 2 sessions of that is 1 hour. We'll take 1 hour.
10 to 11:30.
10 to 11:30, then 11:30 to 12:30, we will be having the sessions of the PPT presentations of 2 delegates. Then after that, we will be having the plenary and the quiz and the feedback. So everything, it should be over by 1:30. So I think we can call it a day. Sandhya?
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Should we wait a moment? Dr. Rudraprasad Roy Chaudhary, are you there? No. So then that means it's over. That presentation.
So their presentation is over, and we cannot give them any more time.
Yeah, it's not possible.
It's not possible actually. And thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Day.
Thank you, Sandhya.
Good day.
Thank
It was
you, ma'am.
very
Very.
interesting, very enriching sessions we had.
And we could get lots of new ideas. That
that's what.
Very interesting.
Very good. Very
for
nice.
me also, as master trainer.
Yeah, it was very nice. Thank you all.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.